Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Two Idiots in a Movie podcast, episode 10, part of Spooktacular October. I'm your host, Chris, and here with me always is my co-host,
Matt. In today's episode, we're reviewing the 2015 movie The Witch, or better known as VVitch.
Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and start off by saying this is going to be a short episode because we don't have much to talk about this movie because we did not like it.
Yeah, this movie's garbage.
Well,
in my opinion, it's garbage.
In my opinion, it's garbage too. It was very boring.
Yeah.
The entire movie. I didn't pay attention to much of it. The old English. I thought the setting was interesting, but it didn't go much farther than that.
Before I watched this movie, all I heard about was how good this movie is, how scary and spooky this movie is. So I was actually really looking forward to watching this.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
This movie's garbage.
Yeah,
I don't know what everyone's thinking. This movie's not good.
No, it is not good whatsoever. I didn't feel scared at all, really, during this movie.
Very predictable.
Yeah.
I'm like, everything that happens, I'm like, I knew it was going to happen.
Mm-hmm. So, like I said, the setting was the only thing that I really, truly liked about this.
I think
it was just in the middle of a field surrounded by a bunch of woods on like an old colonial America farm.
I think the acting and the directing, the setting, they're all good. It's just
the story is not good.
The story.
There's no story there.
We haven't even got to this. What's the story?
Oh, the story.
Everyone. We kind of got off track real quick.
Yeah. Anyways, the story is about this. I think they're in colonial.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, you can do this.
I can sum this up pretty well. All right, this family of 5, right? 5.
2 twins, a daughter, a mother, and a father. Yeah.
Yeah, 5.
No, 6 because they had a baby.
Oh yeah, family of 6. Well, yeah, family of 5 get outcasted by the colony because they're not
worshipping correctly or something like that.
the correct god or correct way of God. So they get banished and they start their own farm. And then one day their baby disappears.
Mm-hmm.
And the family kind of goes insane after that.
Yep. Start thinking their daughter is a witch.
Thinking their twins are
witches, locking them in the shed.
Thinking a goat's a witch, or black magic, Satan. I don't fucking know.
I have no clue. This is not a good movie.
No. Nothing happens.
Nope, nothing happens until the end, and even when the end comes, it's not that much.
Something happens at the beginning, but I can't give that away quite yet.
Yeah. That was very, very weird. Yeah. The ending, there's one part in the ending, one part in the middle, and the very, very ending there's some weird things.
Very weird.
But besides that, if the whole movie was like that, I think I would have enjoyed it.
Yeah,
more.
It would have been better, but it's just follow this family on the farm screaming and crying at each other.
Yeah.
Talking in
Old English,
which
was hard to understand at some point.
I can understand why they did it, to make it more
realistic and authentic.
It was hard to keep focus while they're talking about simple things.
Yeah.
Just say, no, our daughter is not black magic. Stop. That's all you have to. You don't have to go on the Fae and all that crap.
Yeah, I agree. That was something that it was meant to immerse you in the movie more, but it kind of took me out of the movie.
You know what I hate?
What?
You want to know what I hate?
Yeah, I want to know what you hate.
Netflix.
Why?
This movie was on Netflix for like 3 years, and I never watched it until this week, where I had to freaking watch this movie. They pulled it. I think they do it on purpose. They know you're about to watch a movie, so they pull it.
Probably.
So you have to.
You gotta find another way to watch
crap.
it.
I hate when they do that crap.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's my off tangent.
Okay, Matt, you got anything else to say about this movie that's non-spoiler? Non-spoiler.
I guess it's pretty good glimpse into what Christianity was in the 17th century.
Yeah, it definitely shows how big of a religion played in
And
society
how
back in the day.
everything was black and white. You either
There was no gray area.
no gray area. It was either devil or God.
Yep.
That's probably the best thing
Yeah.
I get to say about this movie.
Okay, well, the rest of this episode will be spoilers. If you haven't seen the movie and you want to see it, you can go watch it, or don't. Just don't.
Yeah. Just listen to us.
Anyways, spoilers from here on out. You've been warned. So, Matt, let's get into there's three
The baby killing part?
the three interesting parts. Yeah, when the baby gets killed and the witch, there actually is a witch in this movie.
There's
And
a
the witch
couple witches.
and the witch bathes in the baby's blood.
Yeah. That's pretty messed up.
Yeah, it was very messed up,
When
but that's what I was looking for in this movie,
And
the
when-
entire movie.
When that happened, I'm like, oh, I was actually like, okay, this is what this movie's gonna be.
yeah,
It's gonna be
it's
a
about to ramp
fucked
up now.
movie. But then nothing happens.
Yeah.
55 minutes.
Yeah, you're right. Well, then you get where the boy or the older brother finds the witch's house,
Yeah.
and she like kisses him.
Yeah, and
That was just
that's just
weird.
weird.
She basically seduced the little boy,
And then we'd see the little boy.
gawking at his older sister.
Yeah, and then he's naked in the rain. I didn't.
Oh,
see,
yeah.
I don't need to see that.
Nah, that was
Weird.
unnecessary
Yeah.
and very weird.
No.
And then the only other interesting part of the movie was at the end, where that black, I think it was goat, was actually some type of
Witch or devil.
devil-ish like creature, and the older sister basically becomes a witch
she
and
becomes-
ascends to witchhood by the end of the movie.
That father really took the goat head on, didn't he?
Yeah. Really. That looked very painful.
Yes.
When he just gets stabbed in the stomach by the goat's horns.
And then stabbed again.
And then he falls back into a humongous pile of firewood that falls on him. And then she kills her own mother.
Yeah, that was a pretty good scene where she just
the
slices the head off.
last 10 or 15 minutes of this movie I actually thought were interesting.
Yeah.
But I wanted the whole movie to be that interesting.
Show more witches.
Yeah.
More.
Show more of the black magic
Yeah.
stuff you had in the last 10 or 15 minutes of the movie. Show that the entire movie, and then you'll have me hooked. Oh, what'd you think of the witch and how she looked? Not after she bathes in baby's blood, but before. You know, when she's like old, wrinkly. You see her in the shed, I think, when they lock her kids in the shed.
Yeah. I mean, it's scary and weird, but
yeah.
it's fine.
I think it would have been a little bit better if we seen her a little bit more throughout the movie, like her torturing this family.
Yeah. Show, like I said, show
And
more
blaming
witches.
the older daughter.
Yeah.
And maybe if the story would have been the witches trying to attract the older daughter into their cult, like I'm assuming it was, but with them messing with the family more, I think that would have been a better story.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right.
Because the story that we got was
Garbage.
and boring.
Yeah.
There were many times in this movie where I just didn't even pay attention because nothing was happening.
Yeah, I was the same way.
Yeah. I don't have much more to talk about this movie besides that I didn't like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have that much.
Okay,
So
well, I
the
guess
this
this is going to be a short episode
movie was
today.
Painfully
Painfully
predictable
boring.
and boring. Nothing really to talk about.
No. Well, Matt, let's give us your final thoughts. Give it a ranking out of 10.
This movie has a slow burn that doesn't really have a good payoff.
No.
The acting is good, especially from Anna Taylor-Joy.
Yeah, I like her as an actress.
Who's gonna be in the new Mad Max movie.
Really?
Yeah, they just announced it like 5 minutes ago.
Interesting.
But those things don't really add up for me. This just
It
not a
don't
good
save the movie for you.
Yeah, it doesn't save it. So I'm gonna give it probably a 4 out of 10.
I give it a 3 out of
I
10.
would say that actually sounds pretty high.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 3 out of 10. I don't think you really. I didn't find any enjoyment out of it, but I can see how maybe other people might have found enjoyment out of it.
Yeah, I can see maybe how.
And there's a couple scenes in there that I liked, and then I like Anna Taylor-Joy, but yeah, it wasn't that good. 3 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, it's not a good movie.
I don't suggest you go watch this one.
Unless you want to bully yourself or need something to sleep.
Yeah.
Help you sleep at night.
Okay, well, I think that's it for today. Thanks for listening. Sorry about the short episode. We'll have a longer episode next time.
No, we won't.
Hopefully we will. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. We put out new episodes every Sunday and Wednesday. And we'll see you next time when we talk about Trick or Treat.